Hey y'all, I'm I-78 in the house. Hope y'all have been well. Hope you have been enjoying this Memorial Day holiday. Just wanted to stop in for a few. Um, Black men, can we talk? Is that all right? I just got I got a few things on my mind, and unfortunately, you guys are the only ones. Let me not say unfortunately, because the fact that I have recognized that this is not something I am going to be able to resolve on my own is not something to be ashamed of or embarrassed by. So, here we go. Hold on, y'all. Hang on. Okay. Mm, Sorry, y'all. All right. So, um, man, today has been a day. I'm gonna say that. But before we get into all of that, let's see who is in the house, who's available to help me out with answering some of these questions that I have this evening. We have Culture Invasion Podcast. Hello, sir. How are you? I appreciate you for stopping by. Appreciate those, you know what I'm saying, a couple spins on the dance floor over on Through the Fire podcast earlier today. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully, you can drop a few gems in the chat as well. We got Skinny. I told you, Skinny, I was coming. I ain't always there when you call, but I'm always on time. Trust. We got, speaking of Through the Fire is in the house. What's going on, sir? Um, yeah, we we good. We good. But remember what I said. Um, okay, y'all just speaking amongst yourselves. You reckon? Oh Lord, Monday. Um, Y'all, look, if you were not over there, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to Through the Fire podcast. We had our first induction into the Dirty Bitch Hall of Fame. Y'all, yeah, it was some stiff competition. But yeah, we have our first inductee, and it's a doozy. So y'all get a chance if you haven't subscribed, definitely go over there and check that out. If you have and were not able to make the party, yeah, we got a couple two steps in for you. So definitely check that out. Um, so yeah, actually that podcast added a few more questions to my list for this chat session that we're gonna have. Um, as y'all know, here in Black YouTube land, I'm gonna call it, there are a lot of conversations about relationships, a lot of opinions, a lot of advice, a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of trial and error, a lot of venting. Um, and anytime you get a group of people together under the guise of trying to find solutions and rectify issues, there's going to be lots of conflicting and contradictory information. Hey green beans. Yeah, too much. Way too much. Way too much. So I actually popped in a couple. Well, let me see. I I didn't watch anybody today I don't moderate for. Which is kind of the only reasons I was watching them. Um Today was a doozy. I'm gonna put it like that. Um One thing that I have seen as a recurring theme, a recurring roadblock is what is masculinity? What is leadership? And where those definitions are coming from. What would you say? 2 weeks from now, the most controversial founder of the Black Ministry will be live on through. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me about that yesterday. Um, listen, TJ. I still need the story on how that took place. Cause what I'm ready for that. I'm so ready. I need, yeah. Um, got my work cut out for me on that stream. Um, hey Josh, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Yes, definitely, guys. Go ahead and smash the like button, like, share, and subscribe if you have not. Um, yes, yeah, yeah, Skinny. Yeah, we if you were you made it in the club before we closed the door, but you missed the drop. So yeah, during the when the stream first started, it was still, Real Bravado Network. And as it went on, if you were paying attention, everything flipped over to Through the Fire podcast. But it was so much going on in the chat, and we were having such a good time. Being all back together over on that platform that a lot of people didn't really catch that. But y'all know me. All right, yeah, I caught it. What did he say? Yeah, he had a rebranded party. Yeah, he made it in the club before we closed the door, but he missed the last call. He missed last call, but he made it in before we closed the door. But anyway, so what is masculinity? What is leadership? At what point does that start? What is a woman's role in that? What a woman should look like? And in these conversations, it's just a couple things that, in my opinion, and processing it as a woman, are being missed. Okay. Damn, skip. Oh, Lulu. Listen. Listen. TJ. We need to put her back on the list. Because I remember her. That bitch was something. Put her back on the list, and she gonna get in. She gonna be like that football player that be on the Hall of Fame ballot for like 10 straight times before they get in. But yeah, put her back on there. Put her back on there. Cause she had a lot going on. But you were that skinny. That's all it counts. You was able to get yourself a couple spins around the dance floor. Before the lights came on, so you good. Listen, yeah, she was giving me damn Griselda Blanco and damn Narcy Novak vibes. Yo, she was on a whole different type of time. What you say? You watched the video on her getting up? Yeah, man. Listen. Hey, Take Heed, how you doing? If you got a minute, hang around, cause I'm gonna need, you to let me know if I'm off base. Once I get started. But yeah, Skitty, you made it in. It was some people that didn't get in, so you good. We gave you a couple sips since you say you missed the bar. What you say? Be sure to note down all your questions because they're good questions to cover. You know what? Yeah. I do that, culture. You wouldn't believe I got notebooks everywhere, and then by the time I get in here and get on, I'll even be sitting in here, and then by the time I start talking, um, but yeah. So I'm gonna start with a couple things that stuck out on today's stream of This Might Be Risky. The conversation was about, are married men today winning? Now, we all know with anything you got pros and you got cons. But the question was, in the overall, are married men winning? For me, I don't think that's something you can answer in its totality, because all marriages are not created equal. We got people who, you know what I'm saying, are married and love and got respect and admiration, and everybody's doing their part. You got all of that going on. Then you got other marriages where, you know what I'm saying, somebody's getting that Cassie treatment that we saw in the video. You got other marriages where, you know what I'm saying, people don't even live in the same house. You got other marriages where, you know what I'm saying, somebody need a green card. So I mean, you have marriages, but they be for different, hold on, different reasons. So you really can't say in its totality that married men are winning or losing. But in the conversation, it we get that same, I'm gonna hone in on this. We get the same talking point, the same trope about marriage ain't worth it. Don't have this stay in your business, because when she get pissed off and leave, she gonna take everything. Hey Milani, what's going on, girl? Appreciate you stopping by. Um, Calyx. Y'all, when I tell y'all, it's time for some braids. It's time for some braids. But anyway, the conversation always goes back to that. And so, hey, Death Note. I understand that in some cases it does happen, but there are cases, and has been our history as a people. We have been in fruitful marriages. So what's so different back then than what's going on today, once you take out the government? But anyway, I'm gonna get to that later. Let me go back. So, if you as a man are looking at the institution of marriage through this lens, that no matter what I do, at some point she's gonna get pissed off and take everything I got, and one, you really are still in your building process, you don't really have anything to take. Y'all over here in a 2-bedroom apartment, both paying off student loans. What the fuck is she really taking? But it seems to be in these spaces, those are the ones making the most noise about, I don't need to stay in my business. I don't need this. Like everything, the breakdown is everybody's fault but theirs. But if you on the outside looking in and start asking questions, folks, they get upset. They don't want to answer that. It's, you know what I'm saying, y'all know how it is. The state ain't fair. Keep the people out your business. Marriage is a loser proposition. Yeah. And when you start, you know, peeling away the layers, one, you ain't married yourself. You ain't been around nobody, no decent marriage. You going strictly off what you not heard or what somebody done told you, where you don't have the whole story. They're just, what I'm seeing is there is a refusal by men. Get to the women. Y'all know I always talk about the women, but tonight, me and I'm talking to y'all. What is it that keeps you as a man from looking in the mirror, two, well, you're looking in the mirror and you identifying the issue? Because y'all not gonna convince me that these men walking around here not knowing what the real issue is. I can't do that. My mind is not set up to believe that. So you know what the issue is. So what is the refusal? Because y'all don't like the word fear. What is the refusal to acknowledge and take steps to correct? What is it? Like I've been hearing all day long about what women didn't do, why they didn't do it. Um, there was one part in the conversation where hold on, let me go back up here. Death note. Indigo. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, Indigo. Hey, Indigo. You say what's so different today to people? This is true. Well, culture say holding that mirror to society is painful to them. I ain't even talking about society. I'm talking about to yourself. Like when you get out the shower and you stand in front of that mirror and you be like self and yourself be like and you be like, you know what, I done fucked this up. And the mirror be like, well, what you gonna do about it? And then you just, you know what I'm saying, change the subject to something else. Like, what is going on internally that this is what's happening with y'all when it's time to acknowledge your deficiency, but then you want to get on and talk about somebody else's deficiency. A lot of assumptions about what, Death Note. I'm speaking directly on what I saw today. What you say, Skinny? I would assume it's ego. I can't relate because I'm extra hard on myself. Okay. What you say, Culture? I would toss some human laziness out there. I've only known men who were lazy. Only known men who were lazy that didn't want to correct. Yeah, it's easy. It's easy to act like ain't shit going on. Trust me, I've done it. I've done it. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm talking about some shit that I have had that conversation looking in the mirror. I still had a conversation looking in the mirror. Like I had to do that yesterday. Yeah, the path of least resistance is like, yeah. Like literally, I had to have that conversation with myself yesterday. Like, okay, self. And I'm like, and what we gonna do? I'm like, about what? A, B, C, and D. But let's just start with A. I'm just saying, what is it? What is it? And again, not saying you have to do this and then get on the live stream and put it out here for the masses. I ain't saying that. But if you're gonna get out here and be for the masses, then do you not feel that on some degree we should see some results? Like, this was a situation. This is what I decided to do about it. This is what happened. It worked or it didn't work. If it didn't work, this is what I did the second time. And then now this is what we are. Why is that missing? Is it that y'all really not doing anything? You just talking? And you on that, you know what I'm saying, that black woman manifest. If you just keep saying it long enough, you feel like it's gonna happen. Or are we just really not that self-aware? So what you said, tighten up, fellas. It's quiet in here. Listen. Yeah, self. And I was like, And the chick staring back at me was like, what are you really pissed off about? And I was like, well, I'm mad because I A, B, C, and D. Okay, well, A, B, C, and D. Let's start with A. So you mad because of, and I'm like, yeah. So what about that pissed you off? Well, this is the part that pissed me off. I'm pissed off because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I've been ghosted. Okay, so if you feel like you've been ghosted, what you gonna do about it? Well, Mira, what I want to do is call this motherfucker and cuss him out. Mira was like, don't do that. I'm like, why? Mira was like, well, I mean, if you do that, you're gonna feel better for about 10 minutes. But when you feel this way again Wednesday, now what? You can't call this motherfucker no more because you don't call and cuss them out. So I don't really think that's the move you need to make. Why is this not happening with men? Y'all be in it out the bathroom in record time. I ain't even saying you gotta do it in the bathroom. You could do it in the car. You could do it in your room. But when are y'all taking the time to get this done? You know, when y'all always talking about sitting in the car because you don't want to come in the house. Are y'all doing that then? I mean, for real. Let me know something. Hey Daniel, how you doing? Hold on. What you say, Defno? You assume everyone has these moments of self-awareness. You should. I didn't learn until I hit my 20s. Before that, I kept wondering why the world was against me. Okay, I get it, Defno. I get that. But I'm really sure that you were not out dispensing advice on other guys about how to fix the shit you ain't been through yet, right? What you said, Coach, we should be exemplar in our results as men sharing with other men. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. What I'm seeing is resistance by the men. Like I'm seeing these new dudes fighting amongst themselves. Like it was literally a conversation, like I said, about is today's married man winning. Then when the conversation shifted to life after divorce, we had two divorced men on the panel. They couldn't get a fucking word in for the married nigga doing all the talking. Like, dude, this ain't your area. You still married. Can we hear from the divorced dudes? Because between the two divorced men that was on the panel, they had completely different, their experiences were on opposite ends of the spectrum. Because the thing is, you know what I'm saying, if you get divorced, the woman go take all your shit. Well, we had one guy, you know, saying that fuck to keep all his shit. He was like, bitch, I ain't giving you nothing. Then you had another guy was like, we didn't even have to have a fight. But we couldn't hear from the two of them for the married motherfucker doing all the talking. So I'm like, where's the self-awareness to shut the hell up? Because that was information that could have helped, you know what I'm saying, somebody who get ready to get some divorce papers, the man don't know it. But you talking because you trying to fill your need. You know what I'm saying? People out here can't get information they need. And that just seems to be a theme. Like, nah, it's about to be some healing and some course correction. I got to put a screeching halt to that. It was two women on the panel, dead silent. It was just the men. So we can't even blame it on the women. So I'm like, what's going on there? I mean, y'all just don't, it just appears to me, y'all don't want to do any work on yourself, on a relationship, on your on you. Like, I'll be confused. What you say? Oh, a dear friend who woke me up. Oh, woke me up to look at the common denominator. Everyone doesn't have that moment. I understand that, Death Note. I understand. But if you've had that moment and you call yourself trying to be out here and be of service, say something. Don't just be like, well, yeah, I mean, I had that moment, and you know what I'm saying, and this is what you need to do. Because again, like you just said, everybody's moment ain't gonna hit the same. So what are you really saying? You see, I had a similar friend. He also mentioned everyone isn't ready to hit it. They not ready to hit a message. They not. So my thing, since you don't want to hear it, quit showing up. Quit showing up to the lecture if you have no intention of applying any of this shit that you're hearing. This is like you taking a class you know you don't give a shit about, and you like, fuck it, whatever happens, but you just keep going. You go, you don't do any, you don't turn in any assignments, you don't do no projects, there's no class participation, you just fucking there. Why? What you say, Indigo Flow? Are you saying you think men don't? I do. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes, Skin. I'll talk about him. Well, for right now, we'll move on to something else in a minute, because it's a couple of different shows that I got to roll in together because of different things that were said in different shows. But right now, we talking about this might be risky from earlier today. Hey Danny, how you doing? Would you say, Death Note? You will go with what you know until you gain wisdom through experiences. The 2020s have birth to men who got experience from Manosphere podcast. This shit's a problem. But I'm talking about old niggas, Death Note. I'm talking about these dudes on to be your damn daddy. These old niggas I'm talking about. What you say, Skin? They do. They love it. They love getting on the panel. Love it. Be on every day. And has not provided one receipt to back up anything they talk about. So it was another dude that came on. And y'all, for those of y'all who know, y'all know I'll be over there trying to, you know, stay moderate and be cool. But I had to jump in on the super chats today. I'm like, dude, this guy got on and he was talking about how he had gotten married early and he was now divorced and he wasn't going to put all the blame on his ex-wife because he figured out that he was not ready to lead. He didn't know how to lead. Okay, cool. So according to him, you'll say all this went on with the marriage. You say they had 2 kids, they divorced, moved to the present day. So now he's supposedly, you'll say, ready to be this leader. But everything he talked about was from a parental aspect. Everything that he talked about was what he could do as a parent, but he wanted to, you know what I'm saying? That I'm like, sir, that's about being a parent. You being somebody's daddy different from you being somebody's husband. So it's not like you got the parenting part together, but your relationship shit is still trash. But he was on here really trying to convince people that he had done the work and had his shit together. No, sir, you can't even answer these questions, so you clearly ain't got your work done. What you say, Skinny? You love him, but you just can't do the toxicity? Yes. I love him. I've been on the panel a couple times. That's my boy. But some of the people he need to put on, send them on summer vacation. And I can only imagine what's going to happen tomorrow, because tomorrow he going to have Tommy Sotomayor on. And y'all, I might have to call out from work. I'm gonna give it an hour once you're saying once it moves past the exclusive interview part with Tommy, he start opening up the panel. I'm gonna give it an hour. If it start going to the left, I'm logging off and I'm getting in it. I'm sorry. Listen, I love Tommy. You just have to understand where Tommy coming from. But anyway, I'm just not seeing I know I fucked up. Let me fix it. Let me fix me. I'm seeing, I ain't gonna talk about how I fucked up. I'm gonna just keep talking about how she fucked up and how she wasn't ready to be a wife and all this and all that. And what you saying, Hemp Panel remind me of Fight. Half them folk was on fucking Fight Club, Daddy. Real talk. Half of them was on Fight Club. So yeah, they just brought that same energy over and at times derailing quality conversations. Because I mean, this was a good it was a good conversation. But you got people who, you know what I'm saying, this is their validation for the day, I guess. So again, you on here, you know what I'm saying, want to have that high value man persona and all of that, but it don't matter what time he fire up this live stream, your ass is there. So when is all this high value and going on? You claim you got your family together, your structure and all that, and your woman doing all what you want her to do with this, that, and forth. When are you giving her what she need to keep giving you what you need? Because see, they don't ever want to talk about that. What's that about? But then when you're saying somebody get on the panel and be like, y'all treat women like slaves, people want to get in their feelings. But this is what you're saying. Long as I provide for you, you know what I'm saying, provide for you by paying the bills and don't slap you upside the head, you should do whatever the fuck I tell you to do. And I ain't gonna say thank you, appreciate it. I ain't gotta love you. One dude, he was like, I ain't even got to like you. So you gonna tell me you don't like me, do what you say, but then you gonna trust on poison your ass at breakfast? This is what's happening? Oh, okay. It is give and take. You want all what you need, but you don't want to create an environment to where she can give you what you need. It's just like your cell phone. You want to, you know what I'm saying, be able to pick it up and talk or send a text message or pull up YouTube and watch the damn live stream while this fuckery going on. But when the battery meter hit 1%, if you don't charge that motherfucker, guess what you ain't gonna do? You ain't gonna use the phone. Women the same way. This ain't hard. I don't understand. If you getting what you need and what you want, and you are enjoying that experience, why would you not want to ensure that the person who is providing that for you got what they need so they can keep it going? You make sure that mortgage pays so you got somewhere to lay your head. It's the same type of situation. Then everybody wanted to get, you know what I'm saying? The men on there wanted to get in their damn feelings when Love Dorsey was on. Shout out, Love, because she was on there speaking truth. Just because you start out providing in one manner doesn't mean the manner that you're providing in is not going to change as time goes on. You got to be able to adapt. Y'all don't want to do no work. That's what it looks like. I'm not saying this is true in every man's case, but what I'm seeing is a trend. Y'all don't want to do any damn work. You get out what you put in. So if every woman you coming in fucking contact with fucking you over, you might want to have that in the mirror moment and be like, damn, what am I doing? It could be that you're not doing anything, and that's the problem. Sometimes bare minimum don't cut it. Everybody's bare minimum is not the same. Because what worked for your ex-wife don't mean that shit gonna work for me. And what worked for me don't mean that's what's gonna work for the next chick. I'm just saying, I'm gonna drop this link because y'all let me know where I'm off. Let me know where I'm off base because this is what I'm saying. Let me go ahead and pin that for the people. What am I missing? Simple shit. Like you dudes would rather continuously. Hey Mo, how you doing? Hey Liam. Continuously stick your hand on that same hot ass stove. It'd be the same make and model, it just be a different damn color. Just because you painted the stove orange when it was black before, don't mean it don't work the same. It still means if that shit is hot and you stick your hand on it, you are going to get burned. This should not be a hard concept. What you say, Indigo? You made a generalization, which means there are exceptions and outliers. The part that is arguable is that it applies to most men. I can't prove it doesn't, so I'm gonna let it rock. Yeah, we ain't talking about no outliers. I got plenty of experience of being an outlier. In exceptions, I understand that. I grant exceptions for a living. When I feel like it. But we right now we're speaking in majorities. And again, I'm saying this because I've seen this live and in person, and I'm also seeing it in these YouTube streets. Listen, Mo making her comeback. Y'all better get with it. Did you have fun at the party, Mo? I am not. This Catholic is my nerves. Yeah. Do not stick. Yeah, do not stick your hand on the hot stove. Okay, India. Okay, I'm just saying. This is what I'm saying. That there is a growing narrative that all a man needs to do to get what he needs in a relationship is go to work and pay some bills. Women. I ain't talking about hood rats, Instagram models, hyenas, your mama, your grandmama, your aunties. I ain't talking about none of them. I'm talking about real, functioning, healthy women. We're gonna need a little bit more than that. Like it was a conversation in the chat in this same live stream where a woman was talking about how her husband thanked her, you know what I'm saying, for she had made breakfast. So I guess whatever she made for breakfast that day, I guess was his favorite. So it was extra popping that day or whatnot. And he thanked her for making breakfast. Dudes in the chat about lost their fucking mind. I mean, what is he thanking you for? That's what you're supposed to do. I mean, damn. And then he paid for the grocery. First off, you don't know he paid for the grocery. But number two, what is wrong with saying thank you? That's what I'm not getting. Like, y'all just rude and lazy. Oh, Mo, I'm talking about I'm having the chit chat with the men. And definitely chime in if you want. About I'm just seeing a trend of laziness when it comes to that was going to talk about accountability for women, but I'm seeing a laziness in acknowledging they need some to course correct some of their shit. So that's what we talk about. Okay, Liam, just baseline women. We need acknowledgement that we important to you. Men want gratitude. We want some gratitude too. Like I just told you about the example of the woman in the chat. Made breakfast. I guess, like I said, I guess it was popping. I went there. And her husband was like, thank you. I appreciate you making breakfast. Simple. That's it. It really don't take a whole lot. I know for me, you know what I'm saying, it may be moments, you know what I'm saying, where I just need to come and lay on your chest. I don't really talk about nothing. I just need to be there. 10, 15 minutes, I'm good. And I can, you know what I'm saying, move on to something else. If I show up for that, don't be damn girl, what you want? Like, not, why? I mean, what? No. If I call you on the phone and just need to vent for 5 or 6 minutes, let me vent for 5 or 6 minutes. I mean, women don't make shit complicated. Not super complicated, because again, we do bring a certain level of chaos to a situation anyway. But again, since you know that we gonna bring chaos, don't get with a woman who bringing chaos you can't handle. You can't fuck with it. Instead of trying to damn waste and spin your wheels and waste up all this time and create all this, you know what I'm saying, anger and resentment because you can't beat her into submission, move around. And one guy was on Uncle Rick was talking about how guys that he mentor and he talk to and this that how y'all don't vet. Y'all don't pay attention to how a bitch moving. Y'all don't pay attention to, you know what I'm saying, how she interact with her family. Y'all just worry about that ass is fat. If she, you know what I'm saying, talking to you, you know what I'm saying, like she got a little bit of sense. And whether or not she want to fuck. And he was using the example of you marry a woman don't nobody like. Don't nobody neighborhood fuck with her. A family don't fuck with her. Her co-workers don't like her. And you ain't took 5 minutes to try to feel like, damn, why don't nobody like this bitch? I mean, that ass though. And then you link up with her, and then 5, 6 years down there roll, she like, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. I'm out. Now you up on her on the panel boohooing and crying. Well, you could have saved yourself all that fucking heartache and grief way back in the beginning, when you should have been asking yourself, why don't nobody like this bitch? That kind of stuff. What you say? Yeah, nothing wrong with saying thank you, but women need to know their place, and men too. I agree with that. What you say, Skinny? I think the fact that some men have gotten so used to the manosphere holding women accountable that they aren't willing to introspect. Exactly. It seems to be this paralyzing fear of introspection. And my thing is, again, if you the man, you should, and you supposed to be operating all this logic and leadership and all this kind of shit, should you be seeing the need for this? Or are y'all not really men? Like, let me know. What you say? I would post. Oh, because you approaching this conversation from a very personal angle and a lot of generalizing. I said This is what I'm experiencing. This is how I'm seeing it. What's up, Gas Mask? How you doing? Hey, Eric. Yeah, listen. You're right. Women with all that attitude shit marry women since they want to be men. Right. Don't expect everyone to have the same life experience as y'all. Relax. And I understand that. But you should be willing to have a conversation about your life experience, because again, you can't hold person C responsible for some shit that person A and person B did when you ain't, you know what I'm saying, took the time to figure out that person C ain't even moving like that. You so caught up in I ain't finna let person C do to me what person A and person B did that you know what I'm saying, completely mistreat person C to where they don't even want to fuck with you no more. So now you still where you was at before by your damn self. Because what? You didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? You didn't want to dig deep and then, of course, correct. You do not want to take a minute to see, like, damn, okay, this is what happened over here. This is what this person doing. It's not 100 and it's not 1,000% the way I want it to look, but it is not like what happened with A and B. But you just so caught up on the I'm not finna get hurt. I'm not taking no shit. I'm not finna let no shit get over on me. Like I'm not until you just completely erode, you know what I'm saying, what you could have with person C, and then they end up hating your ass. Then you get up on the panel and talk about, you know what I'm saying, how the women ain't shit and how you can't find nobody and how it don't make no sense and all of this when you bro. You just say, I'm being far too specific. It seems like you angry at what's happening to you. Listen, I mean, everybody's had we just about experiences. What I'm saying is, what I am seeing becoming a trend, I have experienced some of this. So, in my experience of some of this, I'm trying to help folk, one, not inflict this shit on nobody, and two, not, what's the word I'm looking for? Not normalize it. Y'all up here speaking. This don't talk about skin. Listen, I'm just saying. Okay, that's fine. Okay, tell it. I mean, that's cool, Lil. I ain't got no problem with that. What you say? I hate all the pills. I'm not sure how. Okay, first off, skinny ain't but two. Let's be for real. Red and blue. Red is your quest for knowledge. It is not a step-by-step booklet, even though there are some instructions and different things, but it is not a one size fit all absolute rule book. Blue pill is you want to do whatever the fuck you want to do. So since that's you want to do what you want to do, there ain't no other. Got red and blue, ain't nothing else. You either want to get right or you don't. It's simple. Oh no. Oh no, skinny. Yeah, course correct. Good. Love your wife. Appreciate your wife. Yeah. If it don't right, if it don't apply, let it fly. That part right there. Um, but yeah, I this whole then there was this women are not ready to be wives, which if we're speaking in majorities is true, but then also the flip is also true. If you're not ready or know how to be a husband, then you don't know how to find a wife. So everybody's at a deficit. What you say? More of a T-Mobile magenta pill with a splash of neon green. Listen, culture, you've been on one the last couple of days. You just been like you've been going hard. I mean, I've been loving it, but you've been going hard. You sound like I love my girlfriend, and one of the big reasons is because she's respectful. I thank God and her parents every day. Exactly, exactly. Um, with that being said, let me ask this. Um, Men, is it appropriate for you to expect respect when you've done nothing to warrant respect being given to you. What you say when you overdose, you consume too much content. I believe it. But now one thing, Skin, everything that's labeled red pill ain't red pill. Because a lot of these folks is here for the grift. Keep this in mind. A lot of folks is here for the grift. But yeah, you have to you gotta start, saying, weeding and sifting some of the foolishness out. You got to, for your own peace of mind. You got to. Culture, you still here? You got a minute? If you want to pop up here for a sec. Hold on. Hey Mona, how you doing? Is that link working? Oh, y'all know how this go. Listen. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, hey Mona. Okay, let's see. Yes, you don't have to demand respect for me to give you that. But I lose, yeah, you lose it. When I lose respect, honey, I shocked myself one time. I lost some respect. I was like, oh shit. Like, oh. It like this one dude, y'all. I lost respect. He was a co-worker of mine. Yeah, and I got to digging through his dossier. Yeah, I lost all respect. I couldn't do nothing but cry. Like I was like, you gotta be joking. What you say? That is a men or women question. Is it those figures? Well, I mean, I would hope that if you're in a relationship with somebody, you got respect for them. I shit. I would hope. What you say? Yeah, definitely, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your sister, tell everybody. I am not picking on you. Um, what was the other part? So, yeah, that was. I don't want to get married because I don't want to lose everything I got, even though you ain't got shit. Oh, that was the other piece. So, no, it's not gender specific. But I'm just saying men, because this is another thing that I'm saying, that respect is automatic, is guaranteed. No matter what they doing, you as a woman is supposed to get a respect. Whether they give you any or not. I just want to get y'all thoughts on that. Um, what you say? Yeah. Respect should be earned. Okay. So let's talk about that. So respect should be earned. Who determines if enough has been, what, if anything, has been done, and is it enough? Because again, what I'm seeing in these spaces is the only thing men got to do is pay the bills. They could pay everything that comes floating through there. They pay it, and that's all. They ain't got to do nothing else. They ain't got to talk to you decent. They ain't got to like you. They ain't got to love you. They ain't got to say thank you. They ain't got to, what I'm saying, put a dish in the dishwasher. They ain't got to press their own button. They ain't got to wash no clothes. They ain't got to wash their ass. They ain't got to do shit except pay them bills. How does that make for a successful relationship? What you said? Of course, women deserve the utmost respect. All women don't deserve respect because I know I don't. Shit, plenty of bitches I ain't giving no respect to. That's just me. Listen, Mona. Yeah, this where we come from. Yeah. It's a okay. Well, what are the factors, Eric? Since you said it's multiple factors. You married? Yeah. Let us know. What you do in your marriage? What you say, culture? Everything should be based on partnership and marriage, which is the messed up way to say it, but we owe it to our partner and best friend. Now, culture interesting because a lot of men in these spaces are saying you ain't got to be friends with your wife. You ain't got to like her. You ain't got to love her. It's about duty. But how are you dedicated to something you don't give a shit about? Is my question. How do you maintain that level of dedication and discipline to something that you are not emotionally invested in? I'm laughing. Your wife should be your best friend. Okay. Period. You say facts. Y'all, okay. Well, now let these dudes tell the Data Foundation, and she got to get on his program. No matter how fucked up, not well thought out or executed said program is. You don't even have to have no program. You could be thinking about the program, and she's supposed to ride with it. All right, tell us how they be living, Liam. Please let us know. My mama used to say that a dog ain't gonna hunt. Okay, so the factors depend on the person and couple. Now, see, that was my thought. And that, you know what I'm saying, it would depend on you and that other person, not you and that other person and shit that y'all went through with other people, the two of y'all. Because again, for me, if I can't come and talk to you about some shit, we got a whole problem. And I'm just seeing there's no desire for that type of connection. If anything, it's a push to sever that connection. What you say, Leon? My wife would leave my ass if I didn't respect her, and vice versa. This is what I'm talking about. Hey, Drew, listen, yo, your show was rocking. Your show was rocking. Um, yo, them bots gonna have it's gonna have some of these hoes out here struggling. The bots gonna have them struggling. But yeah, so we talking about men and how I'm seeing things, you know what I'm saying, play out here on YouTube as well as in real life, and how they all kind of meshing together, and some of the issues that it's causing. What you say? But that's what discipline means. Something you may not like, but you do it right and consistently. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but you you don't have to be married. You definitely don't have to be married to this particular person. So you could take that same dedication and discipline and go apply that to somebody else. That's recharging you. Because again, even like we take that and apply it to working out, you still got to fuel your body so that it will continue to do what you need it to do. You can't just, you know what I'm saying, go work out at the gym 6 hours a day every day and don't drink no water or eat. You gonna damn die. Same thing. Just because you like it and you good at it, you know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, you good at it, you know what I'm saying, you got a routine going on. That don't mean that's the best thing for you. You said, for example, how we speak to each other was important. Communication and lack there. Oh, right. Open door policy. So yeah, you got one person with an open door policy, and you got another person that look at really you come in the room and you want to have a conversation because you're saying something's been bothering you. This been going on 3 or 4 months, and you like, you know what, this I gotta get it off my, and they looking at you like, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna hit you in your face. How y'all gonna make it? You talking to them on the phone and you try to broach the subject and they start yelling and screaming and hang up the phone. you are not going to get anything done. This is what I'm saying, Coach. Yeah, I don't know how you can't be afraid to. Well, no, because they call it simping, and you ain't you if you start going down that road, you just open it up. You know what I'm saying? You clearing the path for her to dog you, divorce you, and take all your shit. So no, we're not going to invest. They want to. What's the word I'm looking for? They want to dictate how they gonna invest in you if they invest at all. Because again, with this whole, you know what I'm saying, providing and paying the bills and all that kind of shit, it ain't like you don't live there too. It ain't like you got, you know what I'm saying, a house somewhere that you go live in and then you turn around and paying for some shit for her and them kids to stay in by themselves. You live there too. You got a vested interest on how shit go on. Listen, I'm telling you, like these the new men. These men that's been in, you know what I'm saying, been in my life, they don't fucking operate in this spanner. Like I I had the stream on, you know what I'm saying, on the TV, and I was talking to my uncle on the phone, and he was like, "What the fuck are you listening to? Like, what the hell? Like, nah, that ain't how this go." So this is new. This new shit. What you say? You over the relationship gender war? Yeah, pump faking. Like we see, right, right, exactly. Mona foolishness. What you say? Some of the things would be men and women. They don't. But this is the thing, though. If you have never been in an environment and you don't come from a family lineage of married people, let me back up. Successfully married people, where they got invoices and receipts. You can see what's going on. Then you don't know what you're supposed to. One, you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, and you don't know what the other person's supposed to. You don't know what you're supposed to be looking for in the other person. So you relying on all this raggedy ass information I'm talking about, and people that you know who consuming the same raggedy ass information or are speaking from, you know what I'm saying, jaded life experiences because they shit didn't work out right. But because they don't want to look weak or look soft or whatever y'all want to call it, they don't give you the real deal and have you out here flying blind. I'm just saying, this ain't working. Circular thinking. Listen. Well, that's a relationship when you hollering and screaming at each other, but it's incumbent on both to calm down and appreciate you. Listen, you talking about what, you know what I'm saying, what happens in a normal functioning relationship. What I need you to understand is this shit that they doing is not going to bring a normal, healthy, functioning relationship. But in their mind, what they doing is a healthy, functioning, normal relationship. I'll say hell to me now. Yeah, yeah. He was like, what do you? He was like, turn that up. He was like, oh hell no. He was like, wait, what? What he say? I was like, yeah. He was like, wait, this be on? Yep. He was like, man, no wonder y'all messed up. We said men got to stand on business. These broke men got it all messed up. Nah, everybody got money though. Everybody on his said they got money. Everybody been to the military. Everybody got money. Wasn't nobody no officer. Yeah, now everybody got paper. Let them tell it. Okay. Well, yeah. 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 Let me say, yeah, most of us out here flying blind. Yep. want to say correct. So many of us are flying blind by the seat of our pants when it comes to identifying what is and isn't healthy. Exactly. And then they keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. This is what I'm talking about. Um the in the mirror self moment. I'm gonna be generous because most guys today really don't have a lot of relationship and dating experience. Like you've like 50 and you done had like 3 or 4 main relationships. Yeah. So if you consistently getting what you're asking, your requests are being ignored, you getting talked to crazy, you getting put on the back burner for other people, male or female, when you gonna be like, I don't want to do this no more? To yourself. Because I mean, it's easy to be like, I don't want to do this no more and get rid of the other person, then go get somebody that's just like them. See, that's the part don't nobody want to get into. You get rid of this one and you get another one that be just like them. You cannot change, you cannot unprogram decades of somebody. They are who the fuck they are. Now, what you got to decide is, can you do you like, love, respect? You know what I'm saying? Are you turned on by who they are? Is there more? This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. I love this. I love that. I love this. I love that. Oh yeah, that's doing it for me. Versus, man, I ain't feeling this shit. Y'all decide. Nobody is gonna be perfect. Everybody is going to have to do some adjusting in the way they see, process, and do things, especially when you get into a relationship, because again, you now have another factor to consider. So again, if you with somebody who, let's say they like me, when I'm cooking, I say take care of my dishes and all that as I'm cooking, put them in the dishwasher, all of that. But I don't turn the dishwasher on until I get ready to go to bed. That's like the last thing I do before I go in my room to get to bed is turn the dishwasher on. If you somebody who, is used to hearing the dishwasher running while you eating dinner, this is not a valid reason to be like, oh, I can't fuck with them. This is something you could have a conversation about. I mean, babe, my way of doing things is, once dinner's done, I go ahead and turn the dishwasher on. Is there a particular reason why you don't do that? You turn it on before you go to bed? Then I could turn around and be like, you know what, babe? But yeah, the reason I do that is because, once I finish cooking, we got to eat. Then you known to want a snack or two. I might want something else. By the time we get ready to go to bed, we done eating. All the dishes are in there and accounted for. Plus, it's something about that water running that's soothing to me because I can hear it in my room. That's why I turn the dishwasher on before I go to bed. And he'd be like, damn, I ain't never think about that. Yeah, because I do end up having to wash them ice cream bowls out and that soup pot from that popcorn you be cooking. You know what? That makes sense. Conversation. Ain't nobody had to holler and scream. Understanding. Folks don't want that shit was simple as hell. Folks don't want to do that. They'll turn that into a whole, you don't know what the fuck you doing. You know what I'm saying? This some bullshit. Just do it the way I said do it. Don't ask me why type of time. What you say, Skid? So you ain't lying about everybody being in the military, the whole front line on the internet. Yo, listen. I ain't even gonna get to my thoughts on the military. I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, everybody. What you say? I had to sit with myself and then listen to the men, listen to the men in my life that meant well. I also had one older mentor that was honest with me about her shortcomings in her prior marriage. She's what I'm talking about. That right there. That is so helpful. What I and again, that is what I'm talking about. Having those kind of conversations. But what I'm seeing is men are not, they refuse to have these type of conversations. What you say, me too, as I see a red flag, I'm out. And I let everybody know that. So you trigger happy? That's another stop. Y'all gotta ease up with the being trigger happy. Because a lot of y'all been trigger happy for the last 15 years and you're still by yourself. So what was the point? What was the point? Girl, you look at least 35. You could not be talking like this. I fucked up in a relationship until I met my wife. We met when she was 33 and I was 29. We've been together for 5 years. Okay, that's cool. You can't be talking like it. What does that mean, talking like an older lady? Y'all up in here laugh. Listen, yeah. Skinny be going hard. Skinny be going hard. Skinny said the whole front line. Damn, on the internet. Listen, what'd you say, Mona? We have to come to some concessions when considering a romantic relationship. The idea that we have to have ourselves together as if we don't make adjustments and learn how to grow as an excuse. Now, see, that's what I said. And people said I didn't know what I was talking about. You cannot be the same person 5 years into your marriage that you were 2 years before you met the motherfucker. You can't do it. Not and stay married. That shit is crazy. But this is the expectation. I'm not answering that. I am not. You say I mean some bullshit or fake people. I get it. What you on for? Yeah, Mona always be coming with them facts and that information and good advice. That's why you say I go to Mona. Because I know Mona gonna give me some sound doctrine. Mona on my short list